Good morning, guys. I have to make this quick because we're about to get up and go start the day, basically, and I've not got much time. Anyways, so this was my first square. I stopped working on it. I just didn't like how big the holes were. I was doing 3 chains on my corners, and that just wasn't working for me, because I can't tell how many chains my great-grandmother did. But if you can see in between this, and I'm also showing it more up close because I've had some questions about it. But if you can see in between, she did stitches in between on each layer. So it builds up. So there's always one in between everything. There's no like holes like you do in like a main granny square. And then she still does the 6, but I never could figure out how many she did on the corners between the 2 sets of 3s. So I restarted it and I started on the big square. Let me make my loop a little bit bigger, take my needle out. But I got to row 5. And I think my tension is pretty good on this. And like I said, I think the holes are smaller because they've been washed so many times. But I started over, and this is a bigger square. So this is how this yarn is also stitching up with like the navy and the rust color and the green. And there's some solid sections of the lighter blue, I think. I could be wrong about that. I think maybe the lighter blue is just speckled in there, but it looks really cool. I'm liking it. But I decided that on the corners, I did 1 chain. So that's what I changed up. So I did 1 chain, but you can see with the darker color that I went in between every single one. And so the holes are significantly smaller. So I also decided to make the big square first, and then I'm going to make the smaller squares. So this one also has 6 or 7 rounds, and this yarn is it's different yarn, and it's also like 30 years later than this. So I think it's a little bit thinner, which is fine. So I'm using this basically as a template, and I think I need to go, I don't know, I probably need to go to like row 8 or something. So this is 5 rows, so I at least need to do 2 more. So I'm using it as a template because this size, like I said yesterday, is right at the same size that everyone I'm making them for other than myself. My mom had the same size foot as all those people, or like right around, like, you know what I mean? Like they're all between like 7.5 and 8.5, if that makes sense. So, and I'm a 9, so I'm definitely gonna add like a row or 2, at least on the bottom, one, so that way it's a little bit longer and stuff. But the connecting ones I'll probably keep the same size because they just go on top of the foot and on the back. So that's pretty much the update with that. Stella, I don't know where she is right now, but if I want an update on Potter, he is just hanging out with me. And that's pretty much it. What else do we have? We're gonna go have breakfast, and then we need to go to the grocery store. That's what they do every Sunday. I normally leave after breakfast, but since I have to be here tomorrow for the doctor, I get to go on the adventures. So we're gonna go to the grocery store, and then my dad and I are gonna go to a store or 2 to finish up some Christmas shopping. So there's that. And that's pretty much our day. And then I think we're just gonna come back and just like chill the rest of the day. So I'm hopefully gonna get some more crocheting in tonight, which will be in tomorrow's video, which tomorrow's will probably go up later in the day because my dentist appointment is so early, and then I'm going back home. So I should be able to also crochet a little bit waiting for my appointment to start. And then I'm gonna come straight back, get all my stuff, get the cats, and then head home. And then probably the video tomorrow will go up midday, maybe early afternoon. But yeah, I think for the next, because I got all the cross stitch gifts done, I think I'm gonna focus on crocheting this next week, because I would like to get these done. And this is how much I got done in 3 hours, 3-hour drive. I did not do it the entire time because my hand starts cramping, but I do want to make it my focus this next week to get some of these squares done. I know that I can do it. The bigger ones for me are just going to be harder, but it is my goal. Oh, we also have to see my grandmother today. Today is her birthday, so a few errands today, nothing big. And most of the time I think I'm gonna get to just like chill and work on these squares. So that's really exciting for me to get some of that time in. And it's been a lot easier to get crocheting done at my dad's house than it is to get cross stitch done. So I will see y'all tomorrow. I hope that y'all are having a fantastic weekend, and bye.